I want to introduce you to our floor ball. This is a product with a diameter of 70 centimeters, equipped with a drainage spout, wheels, and a reinforced bottom. Let's go through everything step by step. So let's start with the wheels. We have 4 wheels, and there are supports for them. You'll need to attach these wheels yourself. Wheels included, fasteners included. There are 2 bolts per wheel. The wheel is held on by 2 bolts. The reinforced bottom has a recess to prevent bending when draining. This is crucial. There is a drainage spout. As for the reinforced bottom, there's a recess here that prevents our bowl from bending inward when draining liquid. This is very important. Now, about the spout, there is a drainage spout. It helps us direct the liquid when we drain the solution from this bowl. This is very important. So now about the spout. There is a drainage spout. It helps us direct the liquid when we drain the solution from this bowl. But I want to mention right away that if you plan to pour it into a standard 5-liter bottle, it might be problematic. It helps us set the right direction for the liquid when we pour the solution out of this bowl. But I want to say right away that if you plan to get into a regular standard 5-liter bottle, then this will be problematic. To put it mildly, that is, you will need to have a certain amount of skill. We usually pour the solution into our jars that come with the work table or the animation table. Now I'll show you what the bowl looks like as I pour the solution into this product. What else would I like to say about it? It's quite sturdy. We have such a nice little tray. And here we dip all the rackets that are larger than 30 centimeters in diameter. I'll set the tray down for now. Anything that is less than or equal to 30 centimeters, or to be precise, 33 centimeters, can be dipped in the container that's placed on a raised surface like the transformer table or the animator's table. So, if it's 30 centimeters, we can easily use the transformer table. If it's something larger, then we'll need our floor bowl. Now, let's fill it with liquid. If it's something larger, then we need our floor bowl. Now we're going to fill it with liquid. I have our jar here, as I mentioned before. I'm going to pour 2.5 liters of liquid into our floor bowl now. 2.5 liters of liquid. I'm going to pour it into our floor bowl now. I'm pouring it out. Oops, pouring it out. I'm just filling the whole bowl. To fill it up, you need about 2.5 to 3 liters of solution. Pour more. I wouldn't recommend it because it's pointless. It won't be very convenient to move it and not very convenient to pour it out. This is the absolutely optimal volume. That will be enough for the performance. All right, let's put the jar on the shelf to keep everything looking nice. And let's take the racket. This is a 52 centimeter racket with our beaded coating. But we'll talk about that later in the section about rackets. And now we're going to start launching bubbles. We naturally moisten the edges of our container, and it's perfectly fine to launch the bubbles. I'm specifically launching it somewhere down low so it doesn't run out of the frame and stays visible for you, so it can't escape anywhere. I hope you can see something. So, if we're talking about why we decided to place this large bowl on the floor instead of somewhere elevated, there are a few reasons. This large bowl instead of somewhere elevated, there are several reasons. One of the reasons is that when a large volume of liquid is on the floor, the likelihood of it falling and spilling is much less than if it's on some elevated surface. Someone bumped it and something else happened. It's always a win. And one more reason. Let's say we're pulling a trail from up here, from our elevated position. Here, I'm pulling the trail. It starts somewhere around my waist. Well, I'll pull it as far as I can. There's a trail. If I pull the tail from the floor, it looks more impressive. But let's agree, it starts from the floor and I'm pulling it. I'll pull it as far as I can. There's not much space here, but it still looks more beautiful and interesting. So another advantage, this racket is 52 centimeters long, is quite capable of creating a beautiful rainbow from this bowl. Or we can submerge the child. With this volume, we can easily submerge the child from the top without any effort at all. And if we take a larger diameter, for example, one like this, then the situation will be even more pleasant. The diameter is larger, for example, one like this, then the situation will be even more pleasant, and we will be able to submerge even an adult person inside using the rainbow effect. or similarly, like this, by draping a soapy cocoon over them from the top, and we will be able to submerge even an adult person inside using the rainbow effect, or similarly, like this, by draping a soapy cocoon over them from the top. In general, in this collection, we made a selection. Like this, by draping a soapy cocoon over it from the top. In general, in this collection, we made a selection in favor of the floor bowl. I think that after watching this video, you'll agree with me on many points and consider this option for yourself. And for myself,